Daily Spiritual Lecture, December 4th, 2025, under God Almighty and La Santísima Muerte. Today's lesson is about something that every person, no matter the belief system, no matter the spiritual path, must face at some point in life. The responsibility of becoming a better human being. Not for appearances, not for approval, not for validation, but because your spirit cannot grow if your character stays the same. On this day, December 4th, 2025, the energy around you pushes for maturity, honesty, and self-awareness. This is a day that asks you to slow down, take a breath, and look at yourself with honesty instead of judgment. Because growth does not come from shame. It comes from truth. So let's begin the lesson. The universal truth. Every spiritual system on this planet, even the ones that disagree with each other, teaches the same universal message. Know yourself first. You cannot heal what you refuse to recognize. You cannot grow if you avoid responsibility. You cannot evolve if you blame the world for everything that goes wrong. Self-knowledge is not about being perfect. It's about being honest. God sees through excuses. Santa Muerte sees through illusions. And life itself reveals the truth through consequences. Today, you are being asked to take one step closer to the honest version of yourself. Not the version you show to the world, but the version you keep hidden behind fear, pride, anger, or insecurity. The spiritual principle of today. Today's spiritual principle is simple. Every blessing requires a version of you that can hold it without dropping it. People pray for love, but struggle with communication. People pray for success, but battle discipline. People pray for peace, but feed chaos with their own habits. People pray for clarity, but ignore the choices that keep them confused. A blessing is not just given, it is maintained. And to maintain it, you must grow into something stronger, wiser, and emotionally stable. If God gives you something too early, it becomes a burden. If Santa Muerte removes something too late, it becomes a chain around your neck. Divine timing is perfect, but your personal readiness is your responsibility. The lesson of responsibility. Responsibility is not punishment. It is empowerment. It means you take charge of your emotions instead of letting them control you. You step away from old patterns instead of repeating them out of comfort. You face your mistakes instead of hiding them behind pride. You choose growth even when it hurts. You choose truth even when lying would be easier. This is the foundation of all spiritual maturity. You cannot blame your past forever. You cannot blame other people forever. At some point, you must say, I choose to do better because I want better. That is where transformation begins. Alignment with the divine. You do not need to belong to one religion or one belief system to walk in divine alignment. Alignment comes through action, not labels. When you speak with integrity, you align with God's truth. When you treat others with respect, you align with divine law. When you face life with courage, you align with spiritual strength. And when you honor the endings in your life, you align with La Santísima Muerte, because she teaches that every ending carries a lesson, and every loss carries wisdom. Divine alignment does not mean you walk flawlessly. It means you walk consciously. It means you correct yourself. You adjust your attitude. You follow your intuition. You listen to the quiet voice inside that says, this is the right direction. The work of today. Today, December 4th, 2025, your work to recognize one truth about yourself. Where have you been settling? Settling is a behavior. Settling in relationships, settling in faith, settling in effort, settling in self-worth. This is not judgment. This is awareness. And awareness is the first step to growth. Ask yourself, what version of me is no longer serving my future? And then ask, what version of me must be born today? These two questions open the door to transformation. Closing reflection. Before we close, I want you to take a breath with intention. Inhale the truth, exhale the excuses. Inhale responsibility, exhale fear. Inhale the path God sets before you. Exhale the path you have outgrown. And now receive this message. You are capable of more. You deserve more. You can become more, but you must be willing to grow into it. God guides, Santa Muerte protects, but you must move.